Please tell me that I can't, that I won't, that I fail, that I'll never make it out, yeah. Please tell me all the bad, never good, fill my head full of every single doubt.
Are you a man in his 30s that wants to lose belly fat? You may have come to the unfortunate realization that losing weight now that you're past your third decade in life is become a lot harder than it was than when you were in your 20s. And as you get older, you gotta know that it's just going to get even harder. Losing belly fat isn't like you're trying to learn how to walk on water. But when you're in your 30s, understand that it's still going to require a lot more discipline and hard work than ever before in your life. Welcome to the Workout Nerd Out. I'm Julio Lopez. I'm a certified strength and conditioning specialist with over 9 years of experience in personal training. Also, I have a master's degree in nutrition. The things that you used to take for granted are exponentially more important for fat loss after turning 30, such as sleep quality, healthy eating habits, and consistent exercise. While the basics look really simple on paper, the challenge of adopting these behavioral changes require a great deal of dedication on your part, especially because it often means having to break old habits that you've had for several years. Today, I'm going to share with you a couple helpful tips that are sure to get you on the right path to losing belly fat and keeping it off. Are you getting enough sleep? If you're not, that may be the reason why you're having so much trouble losing fat and gaining muscle. Maybe you were able to get away with staying up late when you were younger, but your body is no longer the same after you turn 30. You need to understand that it's going to get a lot harder as you get older. Aim to get 7 to 9 hours of sleep each night, and I guarantee that your body will thank you. What does sleep mean for men in their 30s that want to lose belly fat? Basically, sleep is your body's best opportunity to recover and rebuild. Studies show that people who cut themselves short with sleep, they're more likely to suffer with poor exercise performance and a higher potential risk of unwanted sports injuries. It probably never occurred to you, but did you know that poor sleeping habits are known to contribute to excessive eating? At its core, the key to losing belly fat is to be in a caloric deficit. That is, your body is burning more calories than it's acquiring through the food that you eat and the beverages that you drink. Being sleep deprived may lead you to overeating with frequent snacks and poor food choices. The most undeniable key that's necessary for losing belly fat is caloric deficit. But what does that mean? You have your basal metabolic rate, or BMR, which can be estimated with the Mifflin-St. Jeor formula. This takes into account your age, gender, height, and weight. The BMR is about how many calories that your body burns to function. And to get a more accurate estimate of how many calories that you burn in a day, you'll also have to factor in your activity level. For fat loss, this includes belly fat. If you reduce your caloric intake and or increase physical activity, i.e. exercise, and end up below the estimated BMR plus activity, your body will burn up fat, which is just stored energy, to make up the difference. You shouldn't be surprised when I mention that your diet is among the most important things that needs to be polished up for losing belly fat. The fact is that, barring losing a limb, you're probably not going to lose weight unless you adopt a healthy diet that contributes to caloric deficit. One of my favorite strategies for caloric deficit is to substitute lower calorie ingredients in the place of higher calorie items in your favorite meals, such as switching from steak to chicken breast for your fajitas. Men over 30 that want to lose belly fat almost always make the same mistake. Most of you should know by now that being in a caloric deficit is going to lead your body to chip away at fat. But most overlook nutrient density. Your body needs vitamins and minerals to function optimally. And if you're not getting enough, this can negatively affect your fat loss progress. Fruits and vegetables are loaded with most of the nutrients that you absolutely need. And they're mostly low in calories. So you can still remain in caloric deficit while satisfying your body's nutrient needs. What's more important for men in their 30s that want to lose belly fat? Cardio or weight training? First thing you need to do is to stop thinking in terms of this or that. Instead, by switching it with this and that. Cardio is going to help you recover faster between sets and improves heart health. Meanwhile, resistance training helps to build muscular strength and size and providing you with a more athletic looking appearance. Do you know the type of fat mass that has doctors most worried about their patients? It's definitely not the fat that most people find appealing, like the muffin top and flabby arms. These are examples of subcutaneous fat, which is just below the skin, and they don't pose a great health threat. The real health threat is visceral fat, because they surround the organs and can be linked to chronic diseases. A meta-analysis performed in 2021 compared 58 different studies that looked into the effects of resistance training and body fat, and the results were astounding. Researchers positively concluded that resistance training is significantly effective in fat loss, decreasing body fat percentage, and reducing visceral fat. That's a fat that's linked to chronic cardiovascular diseases and diabetes. In conclusion, after entering their 30s, losing belly fat is one of the most frustrating fitness-related challenges because it's no longer as easy as it was in your 20s and teens. Now that you're older, you need to give proper respect to getting adequate sleep each night, maintaining a healthy diet, and exercising consistently. Doing these 3 things won't bring overnight abs, but they're surefire ways to get you closer to reaching your goals. So that does it for today's Workout Nerd Out. Thank you so much for joining. If you know anyone who can benefit from this information, feel free to share it with them. Until next time, I'll see you on the next Workout Nerd Out.